Oh shoot, what's good, y'all? Oh man, I'm just coming from work, you know what I mean? And I'm just coming from work, doing 6 hours, and I'm about to go to work again for a 12-hour shift. I'm gonna be leaving in about 2.5 more hours, so this is my little breaky break. I have a little bit of extra, well, not really nothing in here, but this is what I had from this morning smoothie. And I'm gonna show you why it's the color of red right now. But let me talk to y'all. Can I talk to y'all? Okay. This fermented red yeast rice sauce. Now, I don't know why they call it sauce when it's 100%. It's 100% rice. This is rice here, 100%. So, look at this. Fermented, straight up rice. So, that's good for good gut health. But anyway, I'm going to talk to you all about my dad. My father is literally, no joke, he is eating himself to death, literally. He just got out the hospital. He's an amputee already. He's had his leg amputated from a doctor mistake like maybe 7 years ago. And yes, they paid really, really good. But now, I already have my mom that passed last year. And she had Alzheimer's, and I'm sorry, not Alzheimer's, my bad. I'm thinking about so many things. She had dementia. And she only had dementia because of her diet, because of what she ate, her poor diet. Now, my father's going down the same road right now. He really needs to be in a better situation. He needs to be like in assisted living. He needs to be in some type of, I hate to say nursing home, but somewhere where he can still be very active, and he can also get this is my pH alkalizing thing to mix. It makes all water a higher pH value. But our father, he can't take care of himself anymore. But he wants to be independent. He's 84. He's really good spirits, good frame of mind and things like that. But his diet is so poor, and this is chia seeds. His diet is so poor that he needs to get some help, because when certain things go on, he can't do things by himself. He eats out all the time. And we talked to him about his diet. We've been talking about his diet for some years now. And he stresses the fact that he wants to eat what he wants to eat and do what he wants to do. So therefore, I'm going to let him do that. Because after a while, you can't fight and argue with somebody who wants to live their life a certain way. Now, my father was just in the hospital for a week because his leg swelled up and his foot swelled up. And after being in the hospital for a week, everything went down. And yes, this ginger that I'm about to use right here, I'm about to put this whole big piece of ginger. This is a rather huge piece, but I'm gonna put this whole piece of ginger in here. It ain't gonna do nothing but make it better for my insides here. But and let me step into the other room while I talk to you as this blends, because it's gonna make a whole lot of noise, y'all. So yeah, my dad, he is at the point right now where he needs to go into some type of rehab or some type of situation to where they can help him, because when he was in the hospital, he ate the hospital food, which, you know, he normally is used to, or he always eats like a poor diet where it consists of fast food, spicy food, salty food. It's just really bad. It's the stuff he has, no vegetables, no fruit. It's the worst diet I ever known. And he's not fat, he's not overweight, but it's just not good for his, you know, for his blood vessels, for his arteries. It just doesn't help for anything. So right now, he's been out the hospital. Today is Wednesday. He's been out the hospital since last Friday. And with him being out the hospital since last Friday, he has maybe 2 days after he got out the hospital, he was complaining because his leg and foot swell up again. Now this is a good heaping that I'm going to put in here, and this is for the microbiotics that are great for my insides here. I'm going to also add some frozen nanas. I'm going to put 3. And being that I did, oh, and I tasted that ginger. I tasted that ginger a little bit. I have another spare thing. I'm just going to pour a little bit because it's a little bit too extra. So I'm going to put this back in the freezer. I'll use that later on. I'll use some cinnamon. I'll use heaping amounts of cinnamon because a lot of cinnamon is good for your cutting weight down, keeping fat and things off of you. I'm going to also use a little bit of this nutmeg. It's at the bottom now, so I have to put a couple little sprinkles of that. And I'm going to put a little drop of some vanilla extract. Vanilla extract, just a little teeny drop, very teeny. Hardly nothing really. Now, back to my father. Let's go in the other room again. Now back to my father. My dad, who has not even been out the hospital for a whole week yet, he's ran into issues with his foot and leg swelling up a couple of times already. And it's a shame, it doesn't make any sense. And he refuses to, he says if he dies, he wants to go at home. He's seen my mom, which he's been divorced from for 25 years. He's seen my mom going to the hospital, and not the hospital, but the rehab or nursing home, something like that. And to the point of she didn't come out, she died. His wife, the same thing, she died. They died 4 months apart. So he's really like nervous about going into anywhere except for just the hospital because he has to, and then going right back home, which is unsafe for him completely. And the thing is, for him to avoid, like he didn't even go to he was supposed to go to rehab after the hospital stayed his time. And he didn't want to go. He was complaining, going crazy about it and everything. So my friend, that's a barber, he owns a beauty salon. So he said that he'll go by for the first time and he'll cut my father's hair for me. Because we did a little favor for him. This is my boy. I talk to him every day. And he's like, no, he said, don't worry, man, I got you. I'll go ahead on me. I'll cut your dad's hair, whatever. So I said, all right, cool. So he went by this morning, cut my father's hair. And I told him, I said, the nurse is supposed to come by for the second time since he's been out the hospital. And I want you to just let me know, like, you know, like, take a look at his leg. Let me know how it looks to you, you know, while you cut his hair. Just talk to me about it. So he said that it didn't seem that bad to him. Once he finished, though, he said that my father asked him, now, this is the whole thing right here. That big piece of ginger, oh, man. This red fermented rice, not only does it taste good, it's not about just tasting good. It's good that it tastes good. That's always a good thing. But the best thing is healthy, 100%. So my barber friend said that after I finished cutting your dad's hair, man, your dad asked me to stop by the Jamaican restaurant and get him a menu. Now, I just talked to my father the other day. I said, look, man, I said, you just came out the hospital 2 days, second day out the hospital, and you're already, like, swollen up already. What did you eat? He said, I can't remember. I talked to my sister later on. My sister said that he had, like, a ham hock or something like that. A ham hock is some part of the ham, some part of the pig, that the butt part or something like that. It doesn't really matter, man. The whole fact is the fact that number one, it's an animal product. Number two, it's very salty. And also the person that prepares and the stuff, they have health issues themselves with their 18-year-old daughter that has diabetes or something already. I mean, why are we even paying this person to go by and look out for my father? That's another video. But at the end of the day, my father, he said, I don't eat out all the time, which he eats out every day. He'll eat out lunch and dinner every day. And he said, I only eat out once every week or maybe once every 2 weeks, which I talk to my father every day, sometimes twice a day. And he tells me what he eats. And I don't usually get on him because I said I'm just going to let him enjoy himself or whatever. And if he wants to go out like that, that's the way he's going to have to go out. So, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, what can you do? You can't force somebody to do the right thing and be miserable because you're forcing them to do the right thing. It's like you got to let them kind of like crash and burn. And they always say it when they're at their last or whatever goes on, they always say, oh, I wish I did it the right way. Now, I'm going to tell you, my father is at risk of the one leg that he has. He's at risk of, you know, the least situation with him is losing his leg, where he has no legs. The worst situation is that he dies. None of this is cool, man. Nothing. Now, I don't feel good about it, but this is for me to talk to you guys who go through this with family members, friends, or whatever, loved ones. My two sisters are really stressed out. They're stressed out to the point of they have chest pains and different ailments with them behind this. Me, myself, I only say that I can do what I can do. I have to weigh it out that if this is how you really want to live, because I've put pressure on you before and I've seen you stress out behind me trying to help you do the right thing. You've seen 2 women in your life pass behind their eating choices, and if this is the route you want to follow, then I have to respect that. And then, whatever happens, then I just have to remember the good times. And it's really a shame. It's messed up thinking. Everybody else might have a different opinion, but I'm not gonna. My sister's already feeling sick themselves. I don't want to be feeling sick. I don't want to be in a risk of having some type of heart problem, stress, or whatever related anything, man. Like, you got to have a level head at some period, and you have to decide on which way you want to roll with things. So I don't know, man. I don't even really want to suggest commenting below. Like I said, this is just something just to help people maybe through whatever. I mean, but like I said, this is a family channel here, and we all work together. Like I said, you can comment. Always you can comment. You can comment on somebody's comment. People can get into discussion themselves or whatever the case on the comments. You don't really have to say, I'm sorry for you or whatever. But, if anything, you can say, I'm praying for you. If you're really going to give a prayer, it doesn't take long. It takes 5 seconds to pray for somebody. Just as short as 5 seconds. So that would be the biggest help to me in my situation or whatever that you can help anybody with, is to pray. So at the end of the day, I hope this helps somebody. It's not easy for anybody, man. We're all human. We're all in this together. We all are going to eventually go through getting older, getting sicker, or whatever. So hopefully we can just pass on info to be able to deal with things better. So that's what that's about, man. So I love you guys, man. Till the next time. Plant-based is where it's at. Plant-based is going to keep you healthier, longer, and because a lot of our lives are being lost behind eating meat and eating crap and stuff like that. Doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Thanks for watching, man. I'm out.